situation getting back in it. All back here, all back here, get back.
It is another beautiful day for football here in Santa Ana. Man, it feels good to be back in the booth. You'll have to excuse me. We had some technical difficulties over the past couple weeks, a lot to catch you up on, but today, a monumental matchup between a resurgent IMG Ascenders team and the modern-day Monarchs, coming off of a historic offensive performance. 63 total points last week. IMG's turned a lot of heads in their own right this year, coming out and impressing a lot of people with their performance to this point in the year. One of the best teams in the conference. And I talked about IMG a little bit last year. I talked about the young core that they had. Certainly some shakeups in the offseason for them. But they have done such a nice job. 6-2 through 8 games. They'll be receiving the opening kickoff here in Santa Ana, and we're going to get a look at a big reason why. Axel Hillcox Jr., their sophomore quarterback, I apologize, their junior quarterback, has been a huge part of their success, but there have also been some other names we'll talk about, I'm sure, at points in this broadcast. IMG going to start off a little play-action pass. That one dropped in the flat, so a quick incompletion there on 1st and 10. Follow it up with an inside handoff, and that one snuffed out by Roberson, who had a monster week last week, coming off of a player of the week performance. Losing a yard, so quickly 3rd and long here for the Ascenders. Tight end motions out left. Hillcox looking to throw. He's going to pull it down, and he'll be hit by a couple of modern-day defenders. An early 3-and-out for IMG on their first drive. Still plenty of time in the game, but we've talked about the modern-day defensive struggles at length. Last week put together a much better four-quarter performance against Belleville team that is struggling, so you want to see them do it against some higher quality competition. That is exactly what IMG is. Make no mistake, this team started the season 4-0, maybe 5-0 if I remember correctly, but this modern day offense goes through Barry. It goes through number 9. And you're going to see why here. First carry for him, picks up 5. Drew Barry last week with 5 rushing touchdowns. I can't think of a time that I have seen that, maybe ever. Pick up a 5 on 1st down, and that's not even his, I believe that's his 3rd or 4th multi-touchdown game. And by multi-touchdown, I mean 3+, not 2+. Picks up another 4 there. That brings up 3rd and short for the Monarchs on their opening salvo. From the shotgun, the give is to Barry. He's got a lane, and this is all over but the crying Drew Barry. Breakaway touchdown, and how many times have we seen that already? Just halfway through the year, Drew Barry opens the scoring for Mater Dei. Untouched touchdown run. And as soon as you see him break into those openings, you just can't help but feel like it's over. We'll have to get the yardage total on that run. Not a single pass play on that first drive for Mater Dei, and I'll tell you what, if that is the formula to winning football games, I doubt we'll see the ball in the air very much. But you just feel like every time Drew Barry touches the football, he's going to take it the distance. So why not give it to him? A couple of standouts on this IMG offense. Bryce Tiller II. I was wondering when we would talk about him. Among the league leaders in receptions. IMG quickly down 7-0 here in the first quarter. 3-and-out to start the game, so they're looking to bounce back here. Hillcox on play action. Very similar play to what we saw to open the drive, the previous drive, and that one with a similar result. Actually losing one on the play action. Another play action for Hillcox. He does have a man this time, and that's going to pick up a first down. It'll look to be complete to Edwards. They'll follow it up with I formation here. A lot of under center work for IMG, something that you don't see very often. It's a tackle for loss for Wallaby Warbles, and he also had a great week last week. I think this modern day defense, for all of the defensive struggles, are really finding their stride at the right time in the season, something that you would hope to see from a team that wants to contend for a playoff run, is to fix the fixable things. I think they have done that so far. Here's Hillcox over the middle. Couldn't tell if that was broken up or incomplete. 3rd and 11 is the result either way. Incomplete pass, broken up or dropped, excuse me. 3rd and 11. Hillcox to throw, it's a screen. We'll see if anybody can beat their block. A couple of modern day defenders, Jameson and Curtis both there. They come up to make the stop a yard short. IMG going for it. 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50. On 4th and 1, Cox, left sideline, almost intercepted. Williams had it in his hands and dropped it. Turnover on downs. Hillcox felt like he had to take a shot there, and he sure did. Modern day offense averaging 150 rushing yards a game, already 70 for Barry in this one. That's in the first 3 minutes of this contest. Shanbo opening up the throwing offense with a completion to Forwick there for a first down. Forwick, such strong hands. He's really come on this year. His 3rd year with the team. Here's Kissling in motion. Shanbo over the middle looking for Williams, and that was a nice throw. Unfortunately dropped by the two-way player, wide receiver, corner hybrid. Bo once more, this one complete to Palins underneath. He's got some room to run. Breaks a couple tackles. Down to the 17-yard line. Henry Palins goes for 22. Pistol formation for the Monarchs on 1st and 10 from the 17. The give is to Barry, and there is no one around. He's looking for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day now from the 2 or 3 yard line. We'll see where they spot him. There's just no one near him. Very well blocked play. That left tackle Alberdette on that left side of the line. They love to run that way. They will give it to him, and Barry's got a 2nd touchdown in about what feels like 2 minutes of offense for the Monarchs. IMG defense looks to be puzzled, looking for an answer. Modern Day going to take an early lead, 2-score lead. And this is what you want to see against good teams. We talked about, at least in the first couple drives, 2 touchdowns now for the Monarchs. They take a 14-0 lead over the Ascenders in front of the home fans. So Hillcox is going to be looking for an answer here. His 3rd opportunity with the football. They have yet to cross midfield into modern day territory. IMG fans hoping that streak ends here. To the flat, complete on 1st down. That's Sean Edwards' 2nd grab of the day. Pickup of 2. Gotta say, I love the IMG uniforms. Clean look. Outright again for Hillcox. This one will result in a first down. Completion to West. We'll go back to the I formation. Short passing has served them well on this drive so far. Awesome tackle there from Curtis on E.J. Bailey. Curtis came up from his free safety spot to prevent a big gain there. 2nd and 7. Looked like he was the only one in the vicinity to make that play. So just a limited E.J. Bailey to a gain of 3. Hillcox to throw on 2nd and 7. That one a little Too tall for his receiver, resulted in some contact and an incompletion. Another third down here for the Ascenders. Hillcox, 3rd and 7 with time. Underneath, complete. 2 linebackers there for Mater Dei, and another 4th down coming for IMG. So early in this first quarter, Mater Dei winning in all phases, offensively, defensively, and we haven't seen a whole lot of special teams. Here's a special teams play. Shout out to the punters of the world. Pretty good looking punt. It's gonna start the drive at the 15 for Mater Dei. Drew Berry, 2 touchdowns on 5 rushes. What he's done this year, I don't think that people truly understand. I mean, his totals at this point in the year are things that people would be happy for a season. I think it's time we start putting him in the MVP conversation. He's no longer just an offensive player of the year candidate. I mean, this guy has 3 games of 3+ touchdowns. Coming off of a 5-touchdown game. He has 2 touchdowns in the first quarter in this game. He's a scoring machine, and it's hard not to feel like he should be among the best opportunities. Another huge rush there. He's almost got 100 yards on 6 carries. He's got to be in the conversation for MVP, and Mater Dei fortunate to bring this guy over in the offseason. Ill-advised throw from Sean Bowe there. Just a 1-step drop. The slant looked to be a lot of traffic in there. Just dropped as a result. 2nd and 10, empty set for the Monarchs. Underneath, complete to Forwick, and he falls forward for a 1st down. So what looked like was going to be a stop before the line to gain. Forwick, 6'4", he's got that big frame, finds a way to fall forward. Here's another give to Berry. He's outrunning people for another touchdown. I mean, there's just nobody around him. I don't know how that's possible, but his 3rd touchdown of the first quarter. And I'm somewhat stunned into silence because this is, I mean, after the offensive explosion we saw last week, surely I thought this game would be, and there is still plenty of time, not to say that this is getting out of hand one way or another, but what a first quarter from Drew Berry, 3 touchdowns. And he already has the single game rushing yards record. Now he's looking for the single game rushing touchdown record, maybe the single season rushing record. It seems like everything is possible because, like we said, you give him the ball and you know big things are going to happen, whether that's a big run or a touchdown run or both. You know, what he's done has been so impressive. Pick up a 4 for IMG on 1st down, and they need points, and they need them quickly. Underneath, complete to Edwards. Edwards has been a reliable target there on the drag route. That one picks up a 1st down for IMG. The IMG side of things, 6 and 2 at this point in the year. Hillcox looking to throw, fresh set of downs over the middle. Beautiful throw to Edwards, and caught in the middle of the field. Edwards had to stretch out for it, but he sure did. The biggest offensive play from scrimmage for IMG comes at a great time. Beautiful on the run throw from Hillcox right in the middle of that defense, and Edwards has been the offense for IMG here in this first quarter, and it feels like so much has happened. We're not even out of the first quarter. High formation here from the 24-yard line. Hillcox under center. It's going to be a toss, left side, broken tackles for Bailey, but there's reinforcements. That looked like it was going to be a big loss. EJ Bailey did a great job breaking 2 tackles in the backfield, still ends up as a loss of 5. Zaza Dean came in to make that play. had his teammates back. So story of the first quarter, obviously Drew Barry and this Mater Dei defense. A goose egg for IMG through one here in Santa Ana. IMG's best chance at points comes to open the second quarter. 3rd and 5 from the 19. Shotgun set for Hillcox. He's looking to throw. Corner of the end zone. It's brought in by Tiller. Touchdown, IMG. Bryce Tiller, and another beautiful throw. Stepping up in the pocket. Hillcox drops this one in the bucket. That's a linebacker in coverage on IMG's best receiver. Taking a look at the feet. Tiller's spectacular season continues. This will be a booth review. I believe he did get 2 feet in, though. That's what they were taking a look at. So this one should stand. And that's a big touchdown for IMG as far as going towards getting back in this one. Assuming they're just taking a look at where his toe was as he maintained possession of that catch. It does stand up. 2 plays into the second quarter, IMG is on the board with a touchdown of their own. 21-7. And they make some inroads towards cutting that lead down. But the big thing for IMG, I think, as important as it has become to score points, the big thing is stopping Drew Barry, especially if you get in a game script where you fall behind. They're going to be running the football. And you got to stop number 9. This guy, look at this season. Already over 1,200 yards and 20 touchdowns. 20 rushing touchdowns. We haven't even talked about his receiving numbers because he's a threat as a receiver as well. They give it to him here on first down. Broken tackle, and he goes for 8. He's got a $150 on the day. And this, among starting running backs, Drew Barry does not have the carry numbers. He doesn't get as many opportunities as some of these other running backs. 2nd and 2. Sean Bowe looking to throw, extends out right, throws on the run, finds Kissling, and this one's up to the 50-yard line, first down completion. When they've thrown, the passing game has looked good as well. They just haven't really needed it to this point. Now from midfield, Mater Dei looking to put together another scoring drive. Barry bottled up on that run, just a gain of 2, and the IMG defense responding when number 9 is handed the football, as they should. I think that's the number 1 priority right now for the Ascenders before halftime. Limit the damage. Blitz coming from IMG. Bowe gets rid of it to Forwick underneath, picks up 4. So 3rd and 6 for the Monarchs just past midfield. Big down coming here. Sean Bowe looking downfield, uncorks this one. Corner of the end zone, it's caught! It's caught by Forwick. It looked like it was going to be broken up. We're going to have to take a look at it, but for now it's a Tracy Forwick touchdown. Calm and collected in the pocket. Sean Bowe says, I can go for the other corner of the end zone. Oh, this one might be incomplete. If this does get reviewed, that's going to, I believe, well, it depends on where the catch was. It looks like they're going to say no review. The touchdown stands up. Mater Dei takes the 21-point lead right back. So a couple of beautiful corner of the end zone touchdown passes from both quarterbacks here in the first half. And boy, this is beautiful hit there from Roberson on the kick return. Sean Edwards has been the go-to target today. Got to key in on him if you are the Mater Dei defense. And then Conversely, don't cover Bryce Tiller with a linebacker. Wilcox to throw on first down. Blitz coming from Mater Dei, and that was coming pretty quick. Nice job to get rid of the ball there. Just safe completion underneath. 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. Wilcox, another blitz coming. Completes it underneath once more. Broken tackles all over the place. And a first down. Tackling has been an issue, not just unique to the Mater Dei defense, but to defenses in general this year. And nice carry here from E.J. Bailey. Bailey breaks away, and he is gone. So he answers a Drew Berry touchdown. We have got some fireworks already in this game. E.J. Bailey with a breakaway rushing touchdown of his own. Nice job, speaking of broken tackles, a great job by E.J. Bailey running through arm tackles and then making what looked like James Jamison miss coming in from the secondary. He was the last line of defense for the Mater Dei defense, and E.J. Bailey turns in a rushing score of his own. So points have come fast and furious here in the second quarter. 14-point ball game, and there's already been a whole lot of points scored in this one. We're not even to halftime, so certainly something to look forward to here. 28-14 your score. Mater Dei going to get the ball back with just under 8 minutes to go in this one. Williams to return it. He takes it up to the 25. Williams did have that kick return touchdown last week. A hat trick already for Drew Berry for the 4th or 5th time this season. I truly don't remember, actually, and that's impressive. 3+ touchdowns even a couple times in a year. That by itself is impressive. There's a nice job to hold on to that ball in traffic from Forwick. He's going to pick up the first down. Forwick has been having an outstanding year in his own right. Here's another give to Berry. He changes direction across the 50, closing in on 200 yards in the first half of action against IMG. And this is what we're talking about. You need to have 3 guys there to bring him down. One guy just is not enough to stop Drew Berry in the open field. Fresh set of downs across midfield. From the pistol, Shanbo play action. Out right to Palids, who's all alone. And he picks up another first down. This IMG defense searching for answers. Jumbo set here on 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Berry, and pretty nice job in run support there from DeJean. Pickup of 4 for the senior running back. Leading the league in every rushing category. And you're seeing why right here. The ability to make people miss has been spectacular for Drew Berry this year, and I don't see it ending anytime soon. Design quarterback run for Shanbo, and that one not going anywhere. We've seen them do that a time or two. Shanbo going to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finds Kissling. Kissling into the end zone. The senior receiver into the scoring column. And just a nice job finding that opening in traffic against man coverage. Looked like it got a little congested there, and he does such a good job of finding open space and turning the corner in stride. 35 points for Mater Dei in the first half. And we still have close to 5 minutes. An offensive performance here in the first half, the likes of which I have never seen. And if there is ever a moment that you feel like this team is putting it all together, it's got to be right now. I think in the past couple seasons too, there's always been, at this point in this season, there's been big question marks for this team where you look at the roster on paper and you say, okay, obviously they're talented, obviously on paper they have a roster that could compete for a championship, but the offense has been inconsistent or the defense hasn't been playing well, and there's always been these question marks. But a game like this, especially coming off of a game like last week, at least so far, doesn't feel like we have the same questions. Pierce and Sparks combined for the tackle for loss there. Doesn't feel like we have the same amount of questions about this team, even though they do have the 2 losses, both of those to highly competitive teams in their own right. Cox completes over the middle. Hillcox, apologies, for a first down. So pretty encouraging if you're a modern-day football fan. If you're an IMG fan here, you're just hoping for any kind of points, however you can get them before half. Touchdown, field goal, safety, extra point, does not matter. E.J. Bailey on the handoff is brought down in the backfield by Caden Johnson, the junior strong safety. That will be a tackle for loss for him. He spent a lot of time in opposing backfields to this point in the year. 3rd and 6 for IMG, down 21 in the first half. Edwards motions over, keep an eye on 86. Pocket collapsing. Hillcox does get it off for the first down. A beautiful job from him. And you know what? For as lopsided as this looks, Hillcox has played very well with that passing touchdown to Tiller earlier, standing in the pressure there from Curtis. Curtis almost recorded his first sack of the season on a free safety blitz there. But an amazing job to stand in, deliver that football for a first down. Running out of time here. He does get rid of it. Looks like just a throwaway. But plenty of time there for him to survey the field. And another first down for IMG. The drive continuing here. Hillcox, another completion over the middle. It's a breakaway touchdown. The scoring continues in the first half. His second passing score, that one to Cole Cameron, the backup tight end, but second passing touchdown for Hillcox today. Jamison just a step behind in coverage there. IMG not going away. Minute 15 left, so Mater Dei going to look to most likely take this time, run some clock, and just get to halftime. Obviously, 56 points and a half. Some game totals for a lot of teams. Scoring marathon here between IMG and Mater Dei, and it is living up to its billing as two offenses that are just unstoppable. We'll see what Mater Dei wants to do with just over a minute left in the half. Opening it up with a pass, complete underneath to Williams. Goes for a first down. His first catch of the game comes in the second quarter. He did have that target earlier that was dropped. Mater Dei will take a timeout, so they're every intention of scoring, and scores have come fast and furious in this one. 35-21 here just before half. Empty set on 1st and 10. John Bowe pump fake and completes to the tight end for 9. We'll see the hurry up likely from them here. Into the single back. Kissling in motion. Play action. Sean Bowe shakes off a tackler and a lot of empty space there, but Kissling stepped out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That play looked disastrous a few times. Shambo finds Kissling one more time. Timeout comes out from the Monarchs. They got one more timeout. Looking to score before half, and boy, whoever took the over in this game is going to be gladly counting their money by halftime. Completion to Palids underneath. We'll see what they want to do if they take the timeout here. Well, they're going to run another play, and this is poor clock management. Now it looks like they will attempt a field goal here at the end of the half, but I think the goal there was just to make sure you take all minute 15 off the clock. The IMG offense has been good through a couple of early struggles. Field goal attempt is on its way, and good. Felipe Nichols turns in a field goal from downtown to give Mater Dei a 17-point lead. They will be receiving the second half kickoff as well, so I think the Mater Dei coaching staff was happy with the field goal there. Still get to keep that IMG offense off the field for a little bit longer. So a couple of passing touchdowns for both quarterbacks, and of course Drew Berry with the hat trick, the first half hat trick. All kinds of scoring here in Santa Ana. The defense is obviously heading back to the locker room to look for some answers. A lot of high fives on the Mater Dei sideline. IMG not without their own success. Tiller, Bailey, and Cox all scoring touchdowns in the first half. We continue here from California. Mater Dei on the receiving end of the second half kickoff, and boy, that first half felt like a game by itself. Drew Berry with a comfortable lead in the rushing touchdown category. He's now up to 20 on the season. 20 touchdowns through 9 weeks. What a senior season that guy is having. Shambo to throw here on first down. Forwick has been his favorite target today. Goes back to that well for a first down. Forwick and Kissling both with receiving touchdowns in the first half. Palids with a couple of big catches as well. Play action here on first down. Shambo steps up, looking for Williams there. That one broken up. Nice answer from the IMG defense there on first down. Blitz coming for IMG. It's a screen out to Berry, and a perfectly timed play call takes them down to the 36-yard line. So really just disastrous if you're IMG to blitz on a called screen. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage. Drew Berry in open field, and that is scary. If you're on the Ascenders sideline, big play there, and looks like the scoring is going to continue. I've got to say the IMG head coach is jacked. It's good to see him rock the sleeveless look. Shambo with time in the pocket, steps up and delivers to Forwick. Touch pass in the middle of the field, and another 17 yards through the air. On the ground, this Mater Dei offense is doing it all. Inside the red zone. Shambo looking to throw once more. He pulls it down. He's got room. Slides up to the 5-yard line. Not the most prolific runner, but he can change direction. First and goal from the 5. Kissling in motion to give his to Berry, and he is met in the backfield by a host of IMG defenders. They are tired of seeing number 9 in the end zone, to be sure. Second and goal, loss of about 3 on that play. Blitz coming from IMG. Shambo floats one to Kissling, too tall. Looked like he was open. Incomplete, third and goal. Mater Dei up 17, so a field goal here is not the end of the world. Shambo with time. He was looking out right for Forwick, and I think he had him. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage, so likely going to see the field goal team for the second time today for the Monarchs. Promising drive. Pretty good effort there from the IMG defense. You know, you've been pushed around a lot in this game, but you come out first drive of the second half and limit this extremely dynamic offense to 3, and you know the lead isn't, it's 20, but not as bad as it could be. Better than 24. Doesn't change the fact that they are going to need to put the ball in the air here, and Hillcox has done a fantastic job of that today. 41-21, first drive for IMG in the second half. Give is to Bailey. He gets outside, turning the corner. First down run. Bailey has played well. You got to think of this IMG defense just had a little more stopping power. I mean, this is an IMG offense that has put some very impressive games together. Hillcox needs a touchdown here. Complete over the middle to his favorite target. That's Edwards. Curtis comes in to make the stop. 3rd and 5. Chance for the Mater Dei offense. Mater Dei defense to get off the field. 3rd and 5. Hillcox to throw. Stepping up. Looking out right. Intercepted. It's James Jamison. The junior corner with his first interception of the year jumps in front of a Hillcox pass on 3rd and 5, and he read it beautifully. 2 defenders there. Jamison underneath and Johnson over the top, and Jamison benefits from, I think, Hillcox trying to fit that in on the sideline. Just underthrew it a little bit, and Jamison was there to collect it. First interception of the year for the Mater Dei defense. Blitz coming from IMG. Sean Bowe stepping up and taking off. He's got a little bit of room. And he is down to the 26-yard line. Pretty good looking run from the junior quarterback there. You can see why they include the design quarterback run. He does have a little bit of get up. And that interception could not have come at a worse time for IMG. Almost 500 yards of offense for Mater Dei so far today. Split pretty evenly between the ground and through the air. Sean Bowe completes to Williams, who turns a corner and goes untouched into the end zone. The Mater Dei Monarchs have just blown open this game here in the second half. Williams' 3rd receiving touchdown of the year. Salutes the home fans. 3rd of the game for Sean Bowe, and they're looking for a 48-21 lead over IMG. Mater Dei certainly felt the pain of the first 2 user game losses of the season, St. John Bosco and in overtime. And St. Joseph, both of those 1-score games. Atoning for it here. They lead IMG by 27. Hillcox with 2 touchdowns, 200 yards, and the interception on the last drive. He's got to bounce back from that. And obviously it's not quite time to start looking towards next game. You can still put a few drives together here, but job number 1 is to stop the bleeding. DJ Bailey brought down on the first down run there. Gain of 4. They'll give it to him once again, and we'll see where they spot him close to the first down marker. They'll mark him a yard short. 3rd and 1 for IMG, and you got to think down 27 every down, or every 4th down, you got to go for. They don't have to have that conversation here as they pick up the first down on 3rd and 1. So leaning on EJ Bailey here. It seems like they're depending on the run game. That one complete underneath to Tiller. Tiller's been somewhat limited in this game, just a few receptions. He picks up 6 there, and they go back to Bailey on the ground. He stopped short of the line to gain. 3rd and 3, so another 3rd down opportunity for the Monarch defense. It's about 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here, and still a lot of time in this football game. Nice read there from Hill Cox, finding the open man on 3rd down, extending the drive. He's been so good at that in this game, even though the scoreboard might not tell that story at present. Hill Cox has played well outside of the single interception. The throw under pressure there, delivers to Tiller. And I think that's the thing that's most impressive about Hill Cox to me, is his ability to deliver the ball under duress. We've seen a few throws, big throws on 3rd down where he finds a way, even though he's about to be sacked, to get that ball out accurately in a way that's going to extend the drive. And you're seeing it right here, another 1st down pickup there. IMG has played well offensively. That one a little bit out of reach as soon as I start singing his praises. But I do believe this IMG team still very much a threat in the conference. Hill Cox under pressure, he's going to give up the football. This one's recovered by his offensive line, but it'll be an insane loss there. 3rd and a country mile now coming up. I'm not sure who's going to get credit for that strip sack. Mater Dei defense has not had good luck recovering punts. It continues there. 3rd and forever. Edwards in motion. No one's going with him. Somewhat dangerous. This one complete to Tiller, and Tiller's going to pick up the 1st down. Unbelievable. The best receiver for IMG left all alone on 3rd and long. The catch and run picks it up. Definitely a miscue from the Mater Dei defense. Fresh set of downs for IMG. And they've hung around in this game. Play action. Zaza Dean going to come in and record a sack. Defensive tackles, both of the defensive tackles from Mater Dei have been having an outstanding year. Evidence there by the sack on 1st down. 8-yard loss. That comes after a big 3rd down conversion for IMG, so you just can't help but feeling like they're consistently kind of putting themselves behind the 8 ball here. Another 2nd and long, or I'm sorry, 2nd and long. Screen pass complete to Bailey, who breaks a tackle to make it 3rd and somewhat less long. 13 to be exact. Edwards motions out once more under pressure, and this is exactly what we're talking about with Hill Cox. A blitz was on there from Mater Dei. He delivers under pressure, and it's another 1st down. This drive starting to be a sustained one for IMG. Looking end zone. This one's complete. 3rd passing touchdown of the game for Hill Cox. That one to Manning. And give IMG a lot of credit. I think things obviously have not gone their way. But they have hung around. I mean, this offense is doing absolutely everything it can to stay in this game. And just when you think it's over, they cut into that lead with another touchdown. That'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. That 3rd quarter pretty much all that IMG drive outside of the passing touchdown to Williams for Mater Dei early. But they're going to have to score with some urgency on their 4th quarter opportunities here, and we're likely going to see a heavy dose of Drew Berry. So you have to do a good job of stopping number 9 first. That obviously a tall task, but then you also have the job of stopping Kissling and Palids and Forwick, who's had a phenomenal game. So this team is the furthest thing from one-dimensional, especially offensively. Play action here for Sean Bowe. Looking underneath for Palids. That one broken up on contact. Incomplete. Oh, they are going to say complete. I apologize. Gain of 2. Empty set here on 2nd and 8. Play clock running down. Sean Bowe does get the snap off. Sack coming in for IMG, their first of the game. And in a big spot there. Very important sack. Didn't quite get the name on that one, but it's a big one. 3rd and 17 now. Mater Dei hasn't been stopped often today, but this an important one there, and it looked like a miscommunication between Burdett and the left guard, who missed his block anyway. So now a 3rd and long for the Monarchs. Table's somewhat turned. Sean Bowe, not quite sure what that was. Luckily called incomplete. I thought it was a fumble at first, but 4th and 17 the result. So this is exactly what you need if you're IMG. Score a touchdown, you get a stop. Now you have a chance to score another touchdown and surprisingly, somewhat shockingly, make this a 2-score game, even though it has felt like an absolute sprint by this Mater Dei offense to the end zone. Hillcox, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception to this point in the game. Looks to the flat. That one complete for 5. West has done a nice job in that area of the field today, and it's an area that Mater Dei hasn't been hurt with very often, so something that the IMG coaching staff wanted to somewhat expose there. Bailey falls forward for a first down, and EJ Bailey has had a great game as well. Somewhat underrated part of this offense. I think Hillcox, deservedly so, gets a lot of the attention, but EJ Bailey, certainly a threat in his own right. Fresh set of downs for the Ascenders. Give is to Bailey. He shakes off Williams and then is brought down by Curtis after a pickup of 3. Empty set here on 2nd and 7. Hillcox to throw with time. Out left, he's got a man. That's Tiller. Hillcox over 300 yards on the day now. Big catch from Tiller, and this IMG offense is moving quickly here. Penalty is going to go against the Ascenders. The first one of the game coming in the 4th quarter. False start, so 1st and 15. That'll back him up 5. Hillcox looking to throw once more, checks this one down, and Williams is there for the tackle. That one going to go as a loss. Now you couple that with the penalty, and they're moving backwards. They're moving in the wrong direction. But we have seen them convert 3rd and 23, so I think they don't really care how far away the first down marker is. Hillcox out right, and a nice job from Roberson to time the contact up. That's going to make it 3rd and 19. 2nd, 3rd, and a country mile attempt for IMG. This is a screen pass, and Zaza Dean was not fooled. Do you go for it on 4th and 22? Obviously, the options are pretty limited. Down 20, I don't see why not, but you got to take a shot downfield. Zaza Dean actually beat the offensive lineman out there. They are going to go for it. 7.5 minutes left in the football game. Down 20. Hillcox to throw on 4th and 22, and that one somewhat similar. Took a page out of Sean Bowe's playbook there to just dirt it. Turnover on downs for IMG, and that likely going to be, at least for all logical purposes, 20-point lead, 7.5 minutes, but we've seen crazier things. Give is to Barry up the middle. He picks up 11 or 12 there. Just, I mean, untouched until he's into the third level of the defense. We talk about second and third level runs, but there's just no one even near him. There was someone near him that time. As I say that, great play from the IMG defensive line to record a tackle for loss on Drew Berry right there. Moved him backwards for one of the few times today. Trips to the top of the screen. 2nd and 13. Williams gonna motion over. It is a screen to Berry. He cuts the wrong way. If it looked like he had some open field out there, but he cut toward the defense. That one gonna be one that he's gonna probably get a talking to in film. 3rd and long for Mater Dei. IMG with another chance for a defensive stop. Shambo not really taking any chances downfield there. Pretty conservative throw underneath that does not pick up the first down. Obviously, that's not as important to them as running clock at this point in the game. Punt team coming on. Might be the first time. No, not the first time. I apologize. Pretty good looking punt. Hill Cox back to work. He's thrown the ball 40 times. They have really relied on his arm today. 300 yards and 3 touchdowns to this point. We'll see if they just want to run Bailey or if they try and get a touchdown of their own here. Pretty good looking rush from Bailey there, right up the middle, right through the heart of this Mater Dei defense. And they go to empty, so I guess that answers the question. Hill Cox looking to add to his passing touchdown totals. And that one complete right at the line. They do give him the first down. Jamison was about half a second away from having his 2nd interception of the game. And Sparks puts a lick on Bailey right there in the backfield. Looked like a check down or a screen or both. Dalen Sparks, the standout middle linebacker on this Mater Dei defense, was having none of it. Got there almost right as the ball came in and loss of 4. But we've seen IMG does not care about losing yards. They're going to go and try and pick them up. Edwards motioning off the field. Incomplete pass on 2nd and 14. 3rd and 14, obviously, you go for it if it's 4th down. No matter where you are on the field, 3.5 minutes. We're running out of chances offensively here for IMG. Hill Cox pulls this one down and slides, makes it a manageable 4th down conversion attempt. No huddle. Pretty smart play there from Hill Cox, and they are going to pick up the first down. Moving everybody up to the line here. Across midfield now. Hill Cox gives to Bailey. Plenty of room in the middle of the defense. Gain of 7. So the hurry-up offense going to continue. Mater Dei likely going to move to 6-2 on the year. IMG likely to 6-3. Nice tackle for loss by Williams in the backfield.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
But these two teams both
It's 3rd down and 5.
playing for the conference. Obviously, Mater Dei has to think about their division first with losing their opening division rivalry game to St. John Bosco. Do have a chance to split with them towards the end of the year. But those games, that game going to be important because I don't think there's much that separates Mater Dei and St. John Bosco. Pretty similar teams, actually, when you look at it. They both want to run first. Both of them have very impressive running backs. Seamus and Drew Berry both among the league leaders Obviously, Drew Berry is the league leader, but both of them among the best in the country at what they do. As we see Hillcox complete their
To number 86. A gain of
short of the line of gain. So 4th and 4 for IMG. This one's complete, and they're just looking for a consolation score at this point in the game.
first and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hillcox looking to add to the stat sheet. West in the flat, his 10th catch of the game.
Number 11. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal. At
Now from the 3-yard line, minute 39 left in the football game. Blitz coming from Mater Dei. And that one complete to West, I believe, for the IMG touchdown. So they get a consolation score there. It's going to make it a little bit closer on the scoreboard than this game was. But I think that says a lot about
the kicker
the
on.
IMG offense and what they've been able to do today.
His kick is good.
Cuts the lead to 13, so we'll likely see an onside kick attempt. That was a 93-yard drive that ended in a touchdown. Onside kick on the way. Recovered by Forwick. And with just 2 timeouts, we're likely going to see a few Drew Berry runs. If he picks up a first down, that is it. A lot of scoring in this one, a high-scoring affair, but we expected that with these two offenses. There's a look at Forwick's numbers on the day. Buck 10, a touchdown, 7 receptions. They've looked for him quite a bit. There's going to be a little pop pass to Kissling, and he is tracked down for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You got to give to Drew Berry here. I mean, just to close this one out, they do. And Berry actually stopped a few times today, 3rd and 7. So we'll see what they want to do.
That's a gain of 3.
If they want to put the ball in the air and pick up the first down, or if they just give to Berry once more from the 40-yard line. Shambo will throw. Completes it to Berry. He's going to be short. So the field goal team coming on here, and IMG going to have one last chance with the football.
The field goal is good.
And that field goal from Nichols makes it a 50-burger for the Mater Dei offense today. Now leading by 16 with 45 seconds. IMG no timeouts, so they're going to have to take some shots here. But this one all over. As it stands.
Yards on the play. That's good for a first down. A gain of 13 yards. Result.
Hillcox still running the offense to the very last second. Spikes it there with 27 seconds left in the game. And obviously Mater Dei just playing that prevent defense, allowing these underneath throws
A gain of 9 brings up
to let them eat into the clock on their own, and the spike makes it 4th down. So now you got to pick this one up. But the yardage totals will look impressive for Hillcox after this game. I think somewhat inflated, obviously, but fourth and 1. Hillcox to throw. Pulls it down and then decides to throw it once more. This one almost caught on the deflection. Jamison has had a heck of a day in the secondary, and Hillcox trying to get up off the ground. He spent a lot of time there, and that is going to do it here from Santa Ana. The home fans happy about what they're seeing today against a quality opponent, and it's just impossible not to feel like that was an important win for Mater Dei, and done in somewhat dramatic fashion. There had a little bit of everything in this game. IMG certainly came to play. Putting up 35 points is no small feat. That just was not quite enough today. We'll take a look at some highlights before getting into some stats, but I will leave you in the booth. Beautiful toe tap touchdown in the corner of the end zone to Forwick there. That one of 3 passing touchdowns for Sean Bowe today. And then obviously the 3 rushing touchdowns from Drew Berry as well. But I will leave you until next week. A victory for Mater Dei, and a big one at that.